Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best PC gaming controllers.
Starting at number 5.
Sony DualSense Wireless. The PlayStation 5 DualSense has a you have to touch it to believe it quality, thanks to its haptic motors and adaptive triggers, which can provide resistance under your finger. For example, firing a bow can actually feel like firing a bow. The rumble feedback is also the best and most nuanced we have ever experienced in a controller. It truly lives up to the praise it receives. The downside is that games need to be programmed to take advantage of them, and only a few do. However, Steam already offers full support for the controller, so it's relatively easy to plug in and use like any other gamepad. It is slightly less comfortable than the Xbox Series X controller and not as straightforward to use in non-Steam games. However, if you prefer Sony's analog stick layout or enjoy gyro aiming, this is the controller to go for. The DualSense does not have official PC drivers, but that is not a major issue, as Steam makes it incredibly easy to use the controller via USB and Bluetooth. The DualSense uses the older Direct Input API instead of the more widely supported X Input, meaning many games may not instantly recognize it. By enabling PlayStation configuration support in Steam's controller settings, your controller will work with most games. The relationship between PC and DualSense is complex. Still, it has become slightly simpler now that we can update the controller firmware directly through our PCs instead of having to connect it to a PS5. Simply download the firmware updater for DualSense wireless controller tool from the official PlayStation site, follow the instructions, plug in your DualSense via a USB cable, and you're ready.
Coming at number 4.
Turtle Beach Stealth. If stick drift drives you crazy, look right here. The Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra promises to remove that particular blight thanks to its Hall effect thumbsticks. It features frictionless, contact-less sensors, and will never suffer the vagaries of stick drift. This is a controller that looks and feels like it goes a long way to justifying its steep $200 asking price. It's got an LCD display that's useful for monitoring and adjusting its various functions. And it can display social media notifications if that's of interest to you. Oh, and it's got RGB. Of course. It's a wireless affair with an inbuilt lithium-ion battery, which can be charged via the included USB cable. It connects via 2.4 GHz wireless or Bluetooth. Turtle Beach claims the unit can run for up to 30 hours depending on the power mode you use. Flashy stuff aside, the Stealth Ultra's claim to fame is its sticks and buttons. It features microswitches under the D-pad and face buttons, giving it a mechanical tactility. The concave D-pad isn't swappable, but the microswitches on the Stealth Ultra improve the experience a great deal. Its clicky feel gives it a precision that's often missing from cheaper controllers.
At number 3.
Scuf Instinct Pro. Scuf doesn't mess around with its controllers, offering some of the best premium pads outside of Sony and Microsoft. And the Instinct Pro is the absolute best Microsoft-focused pad controller should you wish to eschew the too big bois of the console world. But when the Elite Series 2 exists in the world, how does anyone else compete in the enthusiast controller space? There are more customization options on offer with the Instinct Pro than with pretty much any other pad you could name. Scuf is offering a huge variety of different cosmetic and physical customization options from the initial store page. The faceplate options, and the rings around the thumbsticks, are the most obvious, but you also get to pick your choice of actual thumbsticks in terms of length and topper, convex or concave. There are also options to change the D-pad, button facades, as well as the styling of both the bumpers and the triggers. Interestingly, there is also the option to remove the rumble motors from inside the controller, which is something you'll often find the pros end up removing from their tournament controllers, to cut down on the inherent distraction of hand wobble. Though that will definitely impact the price, with my own choices I managed to bump the cost up to just shy of $250. But did create a gloriously pink pad without the distraction of rumble packs.
Number 2 of my list.
Xbox Core Wireless. The original Xbox One wireless controller was a staple for PC gaming. With the release of the Xbox Series S/X, we were all curious to see how Xbox improved on an already outstanding gamepad. This controller retains many of the features we loved about the original. It maintains the overall comfortable design and includes texturized rubber grips that provide a great feel in your hands. Similar to its predecessor, it boasts a vastly superior D-pad that you won't hesitate to use in fighting games and platformers, taking inspiration from the Xbox One Elite Series controllers. You might have noticed a new button in the controller's center, a much-requested share button that allows you to capture screenshots and gameplay footage without delving too much into the menus. However, honestly, that's a minor aspect when it comes to PC gaming. We capitalize wireless for a reason, not because the word is a proper noun per se, but because the Xbox wireless controller leverages Microsoft's wireless protocol called Xbox Wireless. Though the name could benefit from some creative refinement, you can find comfort in the fact that, since 2016, the Xbox wireless controller offers much-needed Bluetooth compatibility as well. On PC, if you don't have Bluetooth, you'll need to purchase a Microsoft wireless dongle separately to enable your machine to connect to the fast non-Bluetooth protocol.
And number 1.
Xbox Elite Wireless. The Microsoft Elite Series 2 controller remains our pick as best gaming controller, and if you use one more than 10 minutes, you'll understand why we have it at the number 1 spot. Everything about the Series 2 screams luxury. The customization options give you an unparalleled level of control, pun intended, over your gameplay. Being able to tweak all aspects of the controller, like D-pads, shift paddles, and joystick tension, is an absolute godsend. The most significant changes in the Series 2 over the Series 1, which we also loved, include a neat little carrying case that doubles as a portable USB Type-C powered charging station for the controller's new rechargeable battery, which has around 40 hours of juice. It comes with a bunch of custom bits, 6 thumbsticks, 2 D-pads, cross-shaped and faceted, 4 rear pedals, and 1 tool for adjustable thumbstick tension. The Series 1's surprising lack of Bluetooth is something that drew major criticism, but thanks to the Series 2 adopting Bluetooth, you now have a market-leading PC controller and something that'll pair with a phone to play the Apple Arcade offerings or mess around Xbox streaming. It makes the controller that much more versatile, which is essential given the high price of admission.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.